Number one, make him suffer. All you need to do is get his attention. Once you have his lust and desire, he has to put energy into you. The key here is to not make that process easy for him. He needs to pursue you. He needs to reach out first. He needs to chase. He needs to put energy, time, resources, money into you in order to win you over. Make him suffer. Stress him out and keep him on the edge of his seat. A man, if you want him to fall in love with you, needs to go through the whole process of pursuing you and chasing and putting energy into you to spike his testosterone and vasopressin. This is where a lot of you go wrong, because you want to make this whole process easy for him because you love him so much and he's so handsome and so charming, so you want to make it easy. You're always available for him, and you're not understanding that you're actually diffusing the entire fun of the chase. This is why a lot of men have fun with you for like 2-3 weeks of dating you, and maybe there's some chemistry in the spark, but then all of a sudden it's boring for them and they will look for another option because you diffused the chase and made it too easy for him. Step number 2, he needs to release oxytocin. Oxytocin is the bonding hormone, and this easily is released within us women when we kiss and cuddle and when we're in the presence of the men that we love. For men, it's very different. They bond with women when they can do things for her and can be the man, the testosterone-fueled man, the knight on the white horse that can problem solve for you. This is where a lot of men want to go the extra mile for you. They either gift you flowers or expensive jewelries, or they rock up at your doorstep. Some of you actually have trouble accepting these gifts or him courting to your needs. Therefore, he feels rejected and he's not going to pursue you further. Some women in the stage also hop into bed with him, which also doesn't allow him to bond with you further. Now you gave yourself away to him so easily and freely that he doesn't need to pursue you further. The chase has stopped. Step number 3, and this is crucial. This makes all the difference, and a lot of you fuck it up. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. This man will pull away. Why is he doing this? Because all of a sudden his little masculine rational mind is going to go, oh my God, this is maybe all happening too fast. I'm so overwhelmed, da da da. Is this really what I want? I've seen this over and over and over again. This is natural for men to do, okay? He's going to pull away a little bit because subconsciously he already knows you are the girl for him and he actually loves what you have. However, it's maybe happening a little bit fast for him, so he's going to pull away a little bit. Now, this is crucial, okay? If you notice this happening, that a man is pulling away, maybe he doesn't call you as regular anymore, maybe his messages are getting spaced out a little bit, right? It is so important for you to stay put where you are. Do not become anxious like the golden retriever chasing him, reaching out first, all of a sudden wanting to do date nights, all of a sudden you become the masculine part and arranging everything and planning dinner dates. No, you pushing him away into another woman's arms. Stay in your spot, surrender to the absence, and let this man figure out how amazing of a woman you are and let him come your way again. Men do this to also test you in terms of how emotionally committed you are. Okay, they're smart and they play dumb. They pull away to see how quick you are to jump as soon as you sense his absence. So don't give that to him. Let this man come to you. You are welcome.
The one emotion that men need to feel in order to fall in love with you is pain. If a guy does not feel pain, he will not fall in love with you. And that means pain of losing you. That means pain of you leaving him.
You create that pain, that means you make him feel a little jealous. That means you pull away and you don't text him that much as often. That means you cancel on a date. That means you disappear for a whole day. That means you don't respond for a whole day and then apologize because you had to work. The point is that you make him fear losing you, and that kind of pain will make him come back. It's like breaking up with him and then coming back. That kind of stuff makes him fall in love with you.
Long and form video, follow me on my main YouTube channel, The Toxic Dating Coach. Follow me on Instagram, my personal Instagram.
Men don't fall in love through sex. They fall in love through the promises that they make and then keep to you. Now I'm about to give you a whole science lesson because you guys are out here getting it wrong and you're hurting yourself because of it. Now women do fall in love through sex. That's why whenever you hear someone like, oh no, it's going to be casual, I don't actually like him, like I'm gonna be player 2, biochemically that's really hard because we release oxytocin. Oxytocin is your bonding chemical. It's why you feel close after sex. It's why you feel close during cuddling. Us women be firing off that oxytocin like crazy when we're in love. It's why he was kind of okay at first and now you're like, he's literally shit and I am so in love. Men release some levels of oxytocin after sex, but it's actually not what bonds them to someone. What bonds them to you, that commitment level, is vasopressin. So what happens in the beginning though, they are releasing testosterone. Testosterone is their pursue behavior. That's why, girlfriend, do whatever you want, but if you're wanting a guy to commit to you, sleeping with him in the beginning isn't the smartest thing too, because guess what? His levels of testosterone are the highest when pursuing, you get what you want, they just drop, which means right after sex, if it's in the beginning, he actually likes you less unless vasopressin is released. But men have to develop vasopressin receptors for that to happen, and those take time to build. Testosterone does not create commitment. To them, it peaks, dips. Okay, now they have to go find that thing that peaks their testosterone again. They already got the conquest over there. Say men fall in love through the commitments they make and keep, because this is more of a sign of a vasopressin release. The other sign of vasopressin release is mate guarding behavior. That is very much, these are my resources, you cannot have them because I care about them. This chemical takes time to develop, but it's also the reason if you keep sleeping with someone who treats you like shit, who keeps breaking their promises to you, who breaks their commitments to you, who doesn't.
Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we are talking about something which is really important. Okay, how men can fall in love when you cause pain. Now, before we start talking about this toxic behavior, hear me out. We are not talking about intentionally hurting someone or playing games. No. This is not about manipulation or abuse. What we're trying to talk is it's different ideas. Why some men seem to fall in love after experiencing emotional pain in relationship. So we're going to talk about it, okay? And understanding can help you navigate your relationship with more awareness. So we're going to start with what I mean by pain. In this context, it's more about emotional discomfort, distance, or tension that forces someone to reflect on their feelings. This often happens when a man feels he might lose you, or when he experiences the emotional ups and downs of the relationship. So why do some men fall deeper in love during these moments of pain? One key reason is that it creates a space where he is forced to confront his own emotions. When everything is perfect, he may not fully appreciate you or see the value of what he has. But when there is a challenge, whether it's a fight, a breakup, or even just emotional distance, it triggers a response where he has to assess how much he cares and what he is willing to fight for. Pain in this sense can create clarity. When a man feels that loss, even temporarily, it makes him realize the depth of his feelings. Some men are weird in a way that they only realize how much they care about someone. They face the fear of losing that person. It's that classic, you don't know what you have got until it's gone feeling. But let me emphasize, this is not about mind games. It's not about being intentionally cold or distant just to make someone chase you. It's about understanding how men process emotions. Men often suppress their feelings until they are faced with some sort of conflict or crisis that forces those emotions to surface. Let's talk about psychology aspect to this. In relationship, men often associate pain or discomfort with growth. When they put in situations where they have to reflect their feelings, whether it's through an argument or breakup, those moments can lead to a deeper emotional connection. Why? Because it pushes them out of their comfort zone and forces them to make a choice. Either they're going to walk away or they're going to commit more deeply. Think about the number of times you have heard about men coming back stronger after a breakup or a rough patch in a relationship. That's because emotional pain can make them see the relationship in a new light and they start to value it more. Here is the tricky part. Not all men respond the same way to emotional pain. Some will retreat, but others will realize that they don't want to live without you. It's like a wake-up call, making them realize the importance of the relationship. When a man experiences that fear of loss or that emotional pain, it causes him to reflect deeply on what he wants. Often he realizes what he wants is you. It's that tension that can spark a strong emotional bond, one where he knows he doesn't want to lose what he built with you. But here's a warning I have for you. While pain can trigger emotional depth in a relationship, don't use this as a tool to manipulate someone. Causing pain intentionally can backfire. You don't want to play with someone's emotions just to keep them hooked. What were you talking about here is understanding how men react to natural ups and downs of the relationships, and how those moments of discomfort can lead to deeper love. If you're constantly creating conflict or trying to test his feelings by causing him pain, you could push him away instead of drawing him closer. So how do you apply this in a healthy way? It's about being real and letting the natural tension of a relationship involve. Every couple goes through challenges where it's disagreements, period of distance, or even small breakups. Instead of running those moments or trying to fix them right away, sometimes you need to let him sit with those feelings, let him miss you, let him feel that the discomfort so he can process how much he values you. But always remember, this only works when the relationship is fundamentally healthy, okay? So if you're in a toxic emotional pain, will just lead to more hurt, not love. The goal is to create emotional connections, not manipulate or play games. At the end of the day, relationships are about growth, and sometimes the growth comes through emotional challenges. Men, like everyone, have moments where they realize how much someone means to them through the lens of pain. But that's the key. Always respect, communicate, and love. Let the natural ebbs and flow of relationship create a deep bond without trying to cause pain initially. So thank you so much for watching, guys.